And we're back with another podcast. Today, it's all about not being us. We're talking about switching lives with anyone. It could be someone in history. It could be a fictional character. What we would switch lives with.
Are we talking like for a day or permanently?
A day, a year, whatever you'd like. Let's say a year. You have to be this person for a whole year.
I like that, Erin. Are you down with that?
Okay. Are we coming up with more than one? Because now that you've kind of changed the rules a little bit, now I've got all kinds of
This
ideas.
is a discussion forum.
We can have more.
Break whatever rules we want here.
So I'll start off with.
We make the rules here.
We make the rules. We make the rules on our podcast. No. So my person that I would be, I think that I would switch lives with, David Attenborough. And reason why, the dude not only narrates everything, he's already doing what I kind of do, but also he's seen amazing things. This guy's been around the world. Like, I want that job.
He has witnessed stuff none of us will ever see. It's true.
I do my voiceovers in a studio. He does his voiceovers in Alaska with a bear right next to him.
True.
Plus, your wife would be so happy because every time you say, "You're passing the potatoes now."
It's like, I just think it would be so cool. The stuff that he has seen. I mean, you get to travel the world and do all sorts of really cool things and see things that no one else has.
David
Attenborough sounds so good to me. That just I'm already interested in that kind of stuff anyway. So like, it's so cool. That his job is really interesting to me.
Okay.
I used his voice once with a video of my two cats when we had them. They were wrestling. And I had David Attenborough's voice narrating it, and it was like because what he was narrating was a fight in the jungle, but it was like so perfect, you know.
And if you out there have no idea who that is, any nature documentary that you've ever watched, you've probably heard his voice.
Just Google David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Attenborough.
Mm-hmm.
Attenborough's voice. You'll hear it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In a world of snail paces, the conch is something of a Ferrari.
I will tell you, and you guys know, I'm a big fan of Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
And to be him for a year, and not just because like he's the richest man in the world, which is a bonus, I will tell you, but the guy is an amazing tech genius.
Oh, you're going to attend meetings using a chainsaw?
He builds his own flamethrowers, you know what I mean?
Don't threaten me with a good time, Erin Hart. Just the stuff I cannot imagine the stuff his brain that's in his brain that we're not even seeing or that he hasn't done. You know what I mean?
I think he's the kind of person that his brain is moving so fast.
Yes, I think that's true.
That it can't keep up.
What comes out of the mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and he wants to go to Mars, you know, and everything he does is honestly points to that. Like, think about all the Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't have gas on Mars,
right?
But we can have battery-operated vehicles on Mars.
But his imagination must be like a wonderland.
Oh, it has to be.
Can you imagine being inside his head and just seeing the things that I just, anyway.
Not being able to shut it off, though, probably is not fun.
I'm
it's
glad
kind of like borderline Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
He's like a modern-day Willy Wonka.
And I've actually heard, Elon Musk is, from what I understand, on the spectrum. So, he is a genius, but he does have those little, I guess you call it quirks.
Some ticks and things of that nature. But that, honestly, I think that kind of fuels his genius.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, and I'm glad we've set the ground rules for like a year. Because I don't know that I'd want to do it for more than
forever.
A year. I'd be like, okay, this is like too exhausting to me now. I want to get back into Kevin's dull mind. Thank you very much.
But I see your point, though, because like all the rockets and his SpaceX program, that all would be so interesting.
Right.
To like see the ins and outs of all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little inside baseball. When we were batting around this idea for the podcast, the guys had said a historical figure. So I'd come up with a historical figure, then I'd come into the studio and they'd come change the rules. So I'm going to throw out my historical figure first, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Amelia Earhart.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Because she kind of proved that, women could do it too, all right? You could hop in a plane. You could break records as well. At that point, I don't think a lot of women were into aviation.
No, definitely not.
So she kind of drew a lot of attention to that. And I think a lot of ladies at that point who all they did were they were stay-at-home moms. There weren't a lot of, obviously a lot of business owners. If they did, they ran a business maybe with their husband. I think she kind of showed women that, hey, you know what? You can do something different. You can have a different path, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm. She definitely paved the way, I think, for a lot of women to be like, hey, I don't have to just do what we've been doing for hundreds of years. I can fly planes.
Hey,
you can do something that men can do, and you can toss your hat in the ring. There's nothing wrong with that.
And maybe if you become her, you won't disappear over the Pacific, you know?
You might. I mean, that is part of your fate.
You get,
Or you figure it out.
And you get to figure out what happens.
But hey, that's just it.
And you
she
actually
is
come
also
back.
one of the greatest mysteries in history.
That's
What
true.
happened to her? Did she crash? Was she just on an island? Is she in the ocean? We don't know.
There are multiple stories of her over the years that she lived with this tribe and blah, 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 that she found cannibals, whatever,
that she was held prisoner. There's all kinds of crazy stories out there.
Was it 1937? I want to say it was. So it would have been pre-World War II. I'm not sure, but anyway, it was.
It's amazing too how the legends of about people get started. You know what I mean? Because it's like where did those come from? Did people just make them up, or is is there some sort of truth to some of that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, you, Kevin, you got another one?
Did you have one? Because I have one more. I don't want to skip over you.
Here, go for it.
You sure?
Yeah, go for it.
You guys are going to laugh at this, but that's okay. Captain James T. Kirk of the Enterprise.
How did I know that was coming?
I know. Hey, that's okay. You know what? Captain Kirk is the original, quintessential Starfleet captain. Deeply respected. What's crazy is William Shatner. I'm not saying William Shatner. I'm saying Captain Kirk, who obviously is a fictional character, but the respect that he demanded, and to be able to captain that incredible vessel, and to have people like Spock with you, and Scotty the engineer, and Sulu, and just to be able to battle Khan. To me that is so exciting. So
that is really cool.
To explore galaxies, and Captain Kirk, what a life!
Okay, for me, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Nice.
Because she was the female Indiana Jones. I mean, everybody, of course, familiar with Indiana Jones. He, was an archaeologist, went on these great adventures.
Yep.
And then there's Lara Croft, who, she was super mega rich, had all the great gadgets, kind of like James Bond, you know?
Yeah.
But, she traveled the world. And yes, she was a Tomb Raider. And yes, she got herself into all kinds of crazy scrapes and stuff. But hello, did you see her hair? She had amazing hair. It was always shiny. It was super long. There was never a flyaway or anything. She always looked fantastic. It didn't matter if she's running through a jungle or whatnot. She always looked great. Going with Lara Croft.
Are you the Angelina Jolie Lara Croft or the video game Lara Croft?
I would not thumb my nose up at either one. They both looked good.
Yeah, no doubt
If
about
I
it.
had an opportunity to look good for a year, I'm all in.
There was a time, I would tell you, there were millions and millions of teenage boys who were playing Tomb Raider.
Yes.
And it wasn't necessarily for the adventure. It was
Okay, so I attempted to play Tomb Raider. I couldn't get out of training mode. That's how terrible at video games I was.
To be fair, Tomb Raider, I think, was a really hard game anyway. So it was a challenging game.
Yeah, I was more of a Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. So my fictional character that I'd be is I think I'd be Tony Stark. I think I'd like to be Tony Stark.
Nice.
Reason why?
He's kind of an Elon Musk.
Yeah,
in a
kind
way.
of an Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
Like you have so much money, you can literally do anything. And his
Or Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Or his anything ended up becoming a superhero because you have enough money to build yourself a suit. Right. Which that in itself is that's so cool. Like I don't know, and there's people out there that have enough money to do something like that. They just haven't done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if this is probably the answer is probably no, but I would imagine. I wonder how many of them just get bored with the money. They get bored with being able to buy anything
Of
they
doing
want.
whatever,
And after
yeah.
a while, they're just.
But then couldn't you translate it into doing some good,
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
I think so.
If that's your
Really
mindset.
up your charity game, couldn't you? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're a rich, spoiled brat,
Right,
you
then
have
you
that
just
mindset of
that's no
helping
fun
your
for
fellow
me.
man.
It's like, I don't know.
But just think of the good you could do if you had unlimited funds, and if you got tired of going to the Swiss Alps.
Yeah. Well, and there's something that always really attracted me to like that kind of superheroes, because they don't have powers. They're just a person. They're just a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
So the stakes for them of what they're going up against is so much bigger than people that have all these powers. It's you are super. You're you can't die. I could get crushed immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me,
The chances of death are much, much greater.
and to me, that's that shows so much more heroism than like being like, I'm already indestructible, I should just do this, to being like, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this, but I'm going to try. You know what I mean? There's just something super humbling about that.
I read something, or actually I heard an interview with, I'm trying to think I can't believe I can't think of his name now, the rich guy, Warren Buffett.
Oh, yeah.
Warren Buffett.
I was going to say which one.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot.
who is, I don't know, he's definitely a top 5 or 6 richest man in the world.
For sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
He lives, it's funny because in this interview, they were talking to him about his lifestyle, and he says, let me tell you something. The biggest thing that separates really rich people, and I number myself among them, from everybody else, is transportation. We can go anywhere we want, and we don't have to wait for an airline or anything. We have our plane just take us anywhere in the world. But other than that, we still, kind of live the life that everybody else is. Yes, in very good style.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But, one of the biggest things in his mind was being able to go wherever you want when you want, Well,
that's what I remember. They interviewed Elon Musk, and you think, he has so much money that you could do anything you want. And he goes, yeah, I like to just sit at home, watch TV, and play video games. Like hang out with my family. That's like, he does whatever the normal people do after 9 to 5.
And again, I had heard, I don't know whether it's Elon Musk or again, the aforementioned Warren Buffett. One of them actually, no, it's not Warren Buffett because he lives in Nebraska. But Elon Musk is always just crashing at friends' homes. That's like, he doesn't really, because he's not married. He's got like 1 million kids, but he's not married. So he's a single guy, and he just stays at people's houses. That's what he does.
Are any of his children old enough for him to crash at their house yet?
Probably.
I can't remember if I was watching.
Hey, whose turn is it for Dad to stay over their house tonight?
It wasn't Cribs, but it was like something on like GQ, or like it's like or Vanity or something, where they invite like the actors and actresses invite them to like check out my home. Yeah. And I noticed like in that they always have a guest room, and it's like 4 other people that like are very well known. It's like they're like, oh yeah, sometimes I just have people that just stay over at my house. So you saying Elon Musk make me think it's
you
like,
know what?
Yeah, and like one of the actors had them like every one of them sign like a wall, so like they would come and like stay or hang out, and so like
and they'll stay. That's cool. The thing they'll say. I mean, not with like just any Joe Blow. But it's somebody that it's a matter. I'm looking at my calendar. Elon Musk. I have to tell my wife. Elon Musk is due to stay tonight. I got to tell my wife. Make sure to get the guest room ready. So,
but no, I was like thought that was cool. It's like they all have a room for like other guests, right? It's like we all have a guest room.
See,
but,
for me, having that kind of crazy money, it wouldn't be about clothes and jewels.
No way.
And big, huge houses and having a staff and I'd want to travel. I would want to in some way give back. That's what I would want to do.
For sure.
The rest of it,
Erin is a very generous person.
That doesn't impress me. The rest of it, that's not my jam.
I don't need a $20 million house. Like, because here's my thought process on that. Now, all I do use my house for really is to sleep
and store stuff.
Store
that's
stuff.
What it is,
So it's like, why do I want something that I have to clean myself, but I know I'm not going to? So then I have to hire more people to clean my house for me.
Right.
Just get a nice house. You don't need this mansion. You just need something nice for yourself.
We're talking about who would we trade lives for say a year. If you had the opportunity to trade lives with somebody for a year, somebody alive now, somebody from history, a fictional character, whoever, would love to see your comment. Who would you pick? Share a thought. You can email us, catcountry@mailzimmer.com.
I had one more.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yes.
Tell me, what is it? What do you got?
Okay. Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'd want to do an entire year.
See, you're going to
In
be stuck
Wonderland?
there a year, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, an entire year in
deal with that
Wonderland
Mad Hatter and everything.
is like a bit much. But that was hands down one of my favorite books as a kid.
Yeah.
And still, as an adult, I revisit it from time to time. And it is. I mean, as an adult, you're like, this is nutty. Who would read this to kids?
Mm-hmm. Louis Stevenson was known for, shall we say, enjoying hallucinogenics.
Obviously.
It's very obvious when you see the story of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, when you got a smoking caterpillar, that right there.
A ghost cat? Like, what is...
The Cheshire Cat.
Well, yeah,
it's
like, is he a ghost? Is he a spirit? I don't know.
When I was a kid, I remember seeing the big book of Alice in Wonderland, and the illustrations in it freaked me out.
Oh, yeah.
Because she had that long neck.
Yeah.
I guess that's when she was going through the
That's
looking
when
glass.
she's going through the potions.
It
and
just
stuff,
looked weird to me,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is scary."
Yeah, the whole part, where she's going through and like she's eating like the little cookies that eat me and like the drink me, the little potions where she's shrinking down and she's growing taller and she's, I mean.
What I love about Alice in Wonderland is like the Brothers Grimm fairy tales.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's
So it's
another one.
Yeah. So it's like, it reminds me of that, right? It's like they decided not to make it super kid friendly.
No.
Like it's still very strange. It's for kids, but it's very strange.
Goldilocks, all the fairy tales
Yeah.
now that are so safe for kids. At the time, they had very dark origins.
Yeah.
Goldilocks.
They were all
and-
very much cautionary tales.
Right.
They were what I
right.
like to say, Disneyed up a little bit.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. But no, what I like about the aspect of Alice in Wonderland, though, is it's the adventure.
Yeah.
It's the not every day is the same. It's the exact opposite of how I live my life now. I'm very much a routine kind of person. I like knowing, okay, I'm going to get up at this time. I'm going to leave my house at this time. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get to the station at this time. I'm going to get this, and this, and this
God,
done.
you're Alice. You walk through a door and the room's completely changed.
Exactly.
You have no schedule
Because a little
nothing
change
makes
is
sense.
good from time to time, and a little unpredictability is good from time to
I
time.
can't wait to talk to Erin after she's been in Alice's body for 1 year. She's going to be back. Oh my God, I'm so freaked out.
Avoiding the Queen of Hearts for an entire year.
We have to lock her up. We'll have to be like,
can't play more croquet.
Oh my gosh. Share your personality, your person, historical, fictional, real life, whatever. Who would you spend a year as? We'd love to hear what you say. It's this was a really good KATcast, you guys.
It was a
like
good
this.
one.
There's some good stuff on there. And that is another edition of the Cat Country KATcast.